Hello everyone, I greet in the name of God Almighty. My name is Apostle Nathan Silas, and today we have a very interesting video to react to, and this one says that the birth of Prophet Muhammad. I believe that this is going to be a very interesting one. So if today happens to be the first time of you checking out my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section and I'm going to check it out. So guys, before we get on to the video, I'm a theologian and I make this video not to discredit anyone's thought or belief. This is basically for educational purposes, and I believe that at the end of this video we all are going to learn from this. So guys, without any further ado, let's get down to this video and check this out.
The Prophet Muhammad was born in 571 AD in the Islamic month of Rabi al-Awwal. His birth signified the arrival of one of the most influential men in history, and whom Muslims call the final messenger of God and prophet of the religion of Islam. What were the circumstances surrounding his birth, and what was the situation of Arabia at the time? Mecca was a place of pilgrimage before the Prophet Muhammad was born. However, the tribes and pilgrims worshipped not one god, but idols, with the Kaaba itself being home to 360 idols representing various deities. The Kaaba was originally built by the Prophet Abraham, of whom Muhammad was a descendant, as a metaphorical house of the one true God. The year Prophet Muhammad was born is known as the Year of the Elephant, named so due to the miraculous story of the fall of the army of Abraha, who rode to Mecca on an army of elephants. Abraha had built a house of worship in Yemen and wanted to shift the center of pilgrimage to Sana'a. He sought to destroy the Kaaba and set out with an army from Yemen. Upon arrival, he faced off with Abdul Muttalib, paternal grandfather of Muhammad and custodian to the Kaaba. Abdul Muttalib was known for his piety, wisdom, and generosity. He was a monotheist, despite the idol worship that was prevalent during his time.
از چشمم افتادی بزرگ مکه خواهش تو از سردار فیلسوار نجات شتارانت بود، نه شفاعت شهر و خانه خدایت.
خدای مرا چه حاجت به شفاعت من؟
یعنی گیتا کنه من اردت ایفرلگن.
من فقط مالک شتران هستم.
یعنی بالا بیتنت به گمالو چه بیچالینو.
شهر و خانه خود صاحبی دارند.
Abdul Muttalib assured Abraha that God will protect the Kaaba, and as the army proceeded, an army of birds flew from the sky, pelting stones at Abraha's army and defeating them. It was in this year that the Prophet was born. His father, Abdullah, died just 7 months after his marriage to the Prophet's mother Amina, and just 6 months before his birth. His exact date of birth is debated, but scholars place it as either the 12th or the 17th of Rabi al-Awwal. Then a voice called out to me saying, "The best of mankind has been born, so name him Muhammad." After his birth, his mother informed Abdul Muttalib, who came to take him in his arms. Abdul Muttalib took the child into the holy Kaaba and prayed to Allah. Upon exiting the holy Kaaba, he declared his name to be Muhammad.
Muhammad!
It is said that Mecca was overfilled with joy as people flocked to the house of Abdul Muttalib to congratulate him on the birth of his grandchild. Muhammad would go on to become one of the most trustworthy individuals in his society before announcing his prophethood at the age of 40. He would go on to establish one of the world's most followed religions, and his legacy continues to this very day.
Wow, that's a very interesting video, learning about the circumstances and then some of the things that transpired when Prophet Muhammad was given birth by his mother Amina. Of course, as we listen to this video, we learned that when the mother got married to the father, they were about to traveled, and then that's when they went to Syria. But then before then, they tried to have this kind of shall I say emergency or a very quick marriage. And then so what happened is when they did the marriage, after that then the father in a sense went to Syria. So Amina was hoping that she became pregnant, even though the father did not know. But then on his way back, he decided that he wanted to stay at Yathrib, that he was not feeling too well, so he allowed some of them in a sense to go, and then he decided to remain at Yathrib. Thus he was a courage, and then from there he stayed there, and then after some time a news was sent to Amina that he is dead. So it means that the father did not even know that he even have a son in the first place, right here. And then from there, his uncle, that's when the uncle gave him that name, Mohammed, even though within the Quran it says that the name Mohammed was not in a sense common to them as of that time. But then they were like, why don't we give, in a sense, another name to him? But then he decided, no, look, this name I'm giving, that he will be praised in a sense all over the world. And then that's why the meaning of Muhammad means the praised one, right? Yeah, the praised one. And then so from there, that's when, you understand, he was giving birth, and then after some time, you understand, the mother gave him away to some people, in a sense, around the desert. What could have been, in a sense, the circumstances of her taking that very decision, we do not know. But then when, you understand, that, you understand, transpired, and then when he was at the age of 6, so it means that he just live with his mother not too long, you understand, and then from there she died, which means that he didn't really know much, you understand, about her. Well, per se, that's my own opinion. But then if you look at, in a sense, to the video I reacted to, that was some few days ago, I was talking about Prophet Muhammad, in a sense, traveling to Syria, and then therefore the Christian priest, in a sense, declare his prophethood before the Roman soldiers, in a sense, were trying to maybe kill him or some. Before, from there, the priest told the uncle to take him back to Medina so that they could be able to like prevent them, in a sense, from killing him. That's when he was a kid. Now, listening to some of these, in a sense, circumstances of what happened, in a sense, at the course of his birth, and then how while he was traveling back, and then he reached, in a sense, that Yafra, and then from there he started crying. So when they were asking him like, why is he crying, and he was like, he's just remembering, in a sense, the death of his mother and all those things. So which means that he technically, in a sense, have a relative that maybe people didn't tend to emphasize more, in a sense, on it. But then a very interesting video, at least for some of you now know how the prophet, in a sense, was given birth, and then some of the circumstances that happened, in a sense, after his birth, the relationship between him, his father, his uncle, and then also the prophethood when he was called, that is when he was 40 years old. But then if you should look at, in a sense, the narration, the hadith that was talking about his proclamation of his prophethood by the priest in Syria, that it shows that he was fully aware, even though some of the Islamic scholars are saying that that is not true. They do not believe, you understand, in that very hadith, because some people are saying that that's the place that maybe probably the prophet now learned a lot, in a sense, about maybe Christianity and then other religions that are actually in the Quran. So on that note, they decided not to agree with those narration. But then anyway, God knows better. I hope that we have learned a lot as far as this video is concerned. So this is the end of my video. If you like my reaction, you should like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section, and I'm going to check it out. So guys, your thoughts and opinion are all welcome at the comment section, and then may God bless you as you do so. So goodbye, and I see you in my next video.